Welcome. Let's practice 30 minutes of Hatha Yoga. If you'll join me please at the top of your mat, bring your hands into prayer position at your heart center. Toes are touching, heels are slightly apart. And let's start our pranayama, breathing through our nose. Inhale very, very deeply. And exhale very deeply through your nose. Inhale, again a little slower and deeper. And exhale. And let's begin. Inhale, raise your arms up over your head. Exhale, take it to your right side. Hold. You can drop your hand at any time. Stretch. About 3 breaths. Inhale, come up. And we'll exhale over to the left. Try to work as if you're doing it against a wall, so you're not coming forward, and try to keep your head in line with your arms. Another deep breath through the nose. And again, you can drop the arm if you need to. Inhale, come up. And exhale, do some circles with your wrists above you. Go both ways, still breathing through your nose. Bring your hands to your shoulders and circle your shoulders a few times forward and then backward. Take your right hand, place it on your left temple, stretch the side of your neck. Breathe. Just gently pressing one ear to the shoulder, gently. And then the other side, you can bring your left hand onto your right temple and just stretch down the opposite side of your neck. Breathe. And release your hands. Then interlace your fingers, place them behind your head, and pull your shoulders back. Look up slightly. Breathe. And separate your feet. Inhale. And as you're exhaling, bring your elbows in toward your face, your forearms, and start to roll down slowly into forward fold. You can bend your knees, bring the weight forward into your toes, and release your hands at any time. Breathe. I'm going to keep my knees bent. You're welcome to straighten your legs. Take your left hand, bring it over your right arm, and then bring your right arm up to the sky. Now I'm straightening a little bit in my legs, twisting from my center back, toes relaxed, looking up at my fingertips, or you can keep your hand down behind you. Twist a little, breathe. Switch sides, take your right hand around your left ankle, left arm up to the sky. You can look up at your fingertips, or you can wrap your hand behind you, bend your knees if that's easier. Work the weight forward into the front of your feet. Good. Breathe. Come back to center. Take your hands and place them underneath your feet. The toes right against the wrists. And now come up, straighten your legs, round your back like a hot air balloon. Take a few deep breaths, stretching the top of your back. Then take your 2 peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, bend your elbows, and now look forward as you're pushing your chest into your thighs still. Breathe. Good. We'll bring the hands down and take our first step back. Step back with your right foot to the back of your mat into the runner's lunge. Here, if you want to, you can drop the back knee, or you can keep it up, working the back heel to the back wall and keeping your back thigh activated. The front knee, you want to make sure that the knee isn't going over the top of your foot. Hold here and bring it up if you want to into high runner's lunge. Shoulders down, find a focal point, breathe. Deep breaths through the nose. Good. Let's drop the back knee, drop the back of the front foot, and now a little twist. Right hand over the left, knee, and then we're going to keep the hands in prayer position and just gently look over your left shoulder. Twist, breathe through your nose. Inhale, bring both hands on either side of the left foot, turn your right toe under behind you, lift, bring your left leg back. Hold the plank position, high plank, wrists underneath your shoulders. Breathe, you can drop your knees if you need to. And this time we'll take it into a side plank. Bring the weight if you can onto your right hand and bring your left foot on top of your right foot. Hold. And drop the knee in front of you like this if you need to. Inhale or drop the foot. Left hand comes down. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. First downward dog, so let's walk it out. Step your heels up and down. Breathe. Through the nose. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. Then, on your next inhalation, swing the right foot back up to the top of the mat. Now the left foot is in the lunge. Use your left heel to push it toward the back. Lift the left thigh. Keep the front knee in a 90-degree angle. Breathe. You can drop the back leg if you need to. And take it up to high lunge on this side too if you want. Arms can come up by your ears. Push into your back leg. Breathe. Relax your toes. Supercharge with prana, a new breath. Good. Bring the back knee down like we did on the other side and gently wrap the left elbow over the front of your right knee. Come into prayer position, look over your right shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Breathe. And bring it back. Bring both hands on either side of the right foot. Turn your toe under on the left, lift your left knee, draw your right leg back into plank position. Then into side plank, Vashisthasana on the left side. So we're bringing all our weight onto our left arm and onto our left leg if we can. Or you can bring your right foot in front of you and support your pose. Hold, breathe. Inhale, right hand comes back, take it down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Inhaling. Let's take the right leg up behind us, bend the knee, and swing it under for Eka Pada Kapotasana, the one-legged pigeon pose. Try to sit on your right buttocks cheek or place a blanket underneath to prop you up. You're not sitting on the heel. Press down. You can wiggle your right foot forward a little more, stretching out the back of your right outer hip. Breathe. Inhale, both hands again, shoulder width apart, turn the right toe forward, swing back into downward facing dog. Walk out this side. Bring the left leg up behind you. When you're ready, bend the left knee. Bring the left knee up to the top of the mat. Sit down on your left buttocks cheek. If that isn't available, place something underneath your hip to support you. Try not to rotate the right hip back. Push it forward toward the earth. So we're stretching both sides of the hips. Front of the right, back of the left. Hold. Eka Pada Kapotasana. 1 foot pigeon. Posture. Breathe, shoulders relaxed. Again, about 3 to 5 breaths on each side if we can, of each posture. Hands frame, shoulder width apart, turn your right toe under, lift, bring your left leg back, this time Chaturanga, exhale, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, up onto your toes, look at your fingers. Walk or jump forward, exhale in forward fold. Inhale to flat back, and then exhale, we'll bring it back up to standing and hands into heart center. Let's begin with a tree pose. Inhale, bring your right foot anywhere up into your left leg, avoiding hitting the left knee. Find a focal point. Keep your hands on your hips if that's easier. You can bring your hands into prayer position or raise them straight up. Open your branches. Find your focal point. Shoulders down. Mind here with the body. Breathe through your nose. Viksasana, the tree. Good. Hands come back to the hip, knee forward, raise the leg. Hold. Breathe. Swing your leg back. Take your right hand on the inside of your right foot. Come up into dancer's pose. Breathe. Keep your hips facing the same way. Try not to rotate the hips. Come back. Knee comes back up. In if you can. And then out to the side. Hold. Breathe. Good. And release this side. You can shake it out a little bit. Take your left foot when you're ready. Bring it anywhere up into your right leg. Try to avoid the knee. Good. Hands can come into prayer position. Express your tree however you feel comfortable. Breathe. Vriksasana through your nose. Inhaling and exhaling. And bring your hands gently back and your knee forward. Raise your foot. Try to hold the leg up. Try not to lean back. Take a few breaths. Strengthen your quadricep. Breathe. Good. Bend it behind you. Take your foot into your left hand on the inside. Keep your hips facing forward, so don't let the knee come out. See how it can come out? Keep it behind you and hold. Dancer's pose. And again, if you want to make this a little bit easier, you can just pretend to hold your foot and still reach and balance. Breathe. Good. Back up we go. Leg comes up and out to the side. Hold your left foot or left knee with your left hand. Try to hold. Breathe. Cool. And then back to center and exhale this side. You can shake that out. Back to the top of the mat. Inhale. Bring your arms up. Look at your palms. Exhale. Fall forward. Head into the knees. Inhale. Look up. Walk or jump back. Exhale. Little push up. Strengthen your upper body. Inhale and exhale. Back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees and come back onto your knees, hip width apart. Camel pose. You can turn your toes under. So we're doing a deep back bend. Just go at your own pace. You've got to be a little bit warmed up before back bends. Turning your heels under will help you reach the back of your feet. The trick is to make sure you're doing a bend, not sticking the buttocks out. So when you're ready, don't roll your arms. Just reach back for your feet. If that's not available, turn the toes under and stretch. Look forward. If you want to advance, you could drop your head back. Uttanasana, the camel. Whatever feels okay for you. Just bend gently. A couple more breaths. And then slowly release. Come into child's pose. Rest in the child's pose. You can drop your belly between your legs. Breathe. In and out through your nose. And then we'll come up onto our feet in a squatted position to attempt the Kakasana, the crane pose. Spread your fingers wide and use your whole hand to support you. Full palm. Bring them in a little closer and see if you can tuck your knees up onto the back of your arms. And again, it takes a little practice. So when you feel ready and you can lift, try lifting one leg and then the other. Keep a focal point and see if that works to come into the crane. Again, one knee at a time, 1 foot at a time. Find your focal point. Take a few deep breaths. Good. Let's bring it onto our knees now. And take a moment on your knees. I'm going to do Virasana, the hero pose. You may need a cushion to sit on. We'll separate our knees so that they're hip width apart. And then we're going to take our calf muscles and gently turn them out to the side. And work your buttocks down into the ground. If that's, again, a little bit too difficult on your knees, Place a blanket or a pillow underneath your buttocks. Hands can go directly onto your feet, and those that want to advance could bring Virasana a little further down, maybe even bring the weight onto your head or fully onto your back, coming right down. Breathe. Seated on a blanket all the way down to the floor. Hold. Stretch the knees, the ligaments, tendons. Breathe through that if you can. Another breath or two. Good. Then supporting your legs, walk it out on your hands and bring your legs out in front of you. You can give them a little bit of a shake here. Shake, massage. Good. Then bring both your heels onto the inside, if you can, of your perineum. I'm pulling my glute muscles out, bringing them in to, again, activate some stretch in the inner thigh muscles. Reach for your hands however you're comfortable. If you want to pull your feet open to the side, go ahead. Whatever's most comfortable, you can wrap your hands around your toes. Remember, not diving into the pool, folding from your hips. We're going to come down into Baddha Konasana, bound angle. From the side, not rounding, sitting up straight, leaning forward. Breathe. Use your nose to breathe. Exhale as you come a little deeper. Inhale, bring that up slowly, and exhale, straighten your legs. You can swish them back and forth. Just give them that. Inhale, bring your knees back in. Exhale, we're going to take it into the boat position and come down onto our mats. I'll move sideways so that you can see me. Pull your knees into your chest. Inhale. And then as you exhale, try to raise your arms and your legs. Find a focal point. Use your core. We'll do a couple of these little sit-ups. Half boat. Inhale. Fully down to shooting star. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Just to keep building some core muscle. You can keep your arms on the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Again, hands can stay down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. This time, bring your whole body down. Give your knees a hug into your chest and rock from side to side. Place the soles of your feet on the floor. Cross your right knee or your right foot over your left knee. Pull your left knee into your chest. You can keep your hands wherever they're comfortable or try to reach for your hamstring or your shin on the left side. Opening up the muscles in the back of your right hip. You can inhale and bring your head into the stretch as well. Could activate bandhas, those that are familiar. Pull up through your pelvic floor. And close the stomach and throat bandhas if you like. Breathe. And release. Open up in Shavasana for a moment. Let everything fall open. Breathe deeply into your belly. Bend your knees. Cross your left foot over the top of your right knee. Pull your right knee into your chest. You can thread your hand through the hole that you've created or keep your hands down. Reach for your shin or your hamstring. Breathe. Deep breaths. You can bring your head up into your knee. Take a few deep breaths here. And release. Untie the knot. Let everything fall open. And breathe in and out through your nose. We're going to bring it down into a headstand today. We're going to practice the headstand. This is, again, for people that do practice the headstand. It's not a detailed class. We're just going to end our class in Sirsasana. If it's not the first day of a cycle, or you're possibly in the first trimester of a pregnancy, you don't have detached retina or neck or shoulders that are injured, we're going to give it a shot. This is about my second time getting used to this. So you can use the wall if you'd like to. Again, we're going to create a tripod. So you're creating a triangle. It might be with your hands and your elbows. It might also be with your hands like this and your head. It's easier to balance in a triangle. Again, if this is your first class, join us. We're going to have a full tutorial. We have a small one on YouTube, but we'll have a full tutorial on Sirsas and the headstand. So when you've decided which position you're going to take with your head, we're going to bring the crown of our head down onto the floor. That again is a little different for everybody. And then using your hands on either side or wrapping them around your skull, we'll just slowly bring our legs up. So we want to be able to lift the legs straight up using our core. But again, that takes a little practice. We're going to breathe here. You can play with it however you're comfortable today. Use your breath. I think that's about good for me. And then control it as you come down. Rest in child's pose. Don't race to bring your head up yet. Take your time to come up. And breathe. Now we'll bring ourselves down onto our mat for a little relaxation. So get a blanket if you need to. Turn your heater on, candle, incense. So today we'll end our class with a little bit of meditation. If you'll find a comfortable seated position and sit with your back straight. You can sit in a chair against a wall. Just want to have your back straight. And then relax your breathing. Close your eyes if that's comfortable, or find a spot to gaze at. You can bring your hands into mudra if you like. Slow down your breathing. Deeper exhalations. Maybe we'll do a few counting pranayama breaths to bring our mind here. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4. We'll retain the breath for a count of 4. And then we'll exhale the breath for a count of 4. Let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Take some regular breaths in and out through your nose. Slow down your breathing. We're just practicing being still. Meditation starts with focusing on one thing. So maybe you're focused on my voice. Maybe you can hear the sound Om, internally chanting Om. Maybe you're focused on your gentle, deep breathing. Just try to relax into the stillness. And if you move or change or do anything, it's okay. Take a little pressure off. Just try being still. Quieter and more peaceful. start with even just a minute a day, and then increase it slightly, somewhere quiet, away from the television. Nature is best, of course. Just relax. Breathe slowly. You can stay here in peace for as long as you like.